The next question which we have here is we have two, as you can see, I'll read the question from here. We are given an array of some size. We need to rotate it by d elements, d position. Okay, whatever you say. So let's come to the question directly. So as you can see here, we are given an array of size 5. We need to rotate it by d elements. It's also asked in lead code, that's why I'm taking this. So from 1 to till this position, what we have to do is we have to throw these two elements in the left, so the output should be looking like this. How we can solve it? Let's jump directly to it. So here is the array of size 5. So let's do the issue part. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, now what we have to do is 1 2 3 4 and 5. We have to rotate it by deep position, so that is 2. So here it will be 3, then will come 4, then we'll have 5, then 1, then 2. So here also, if you see the pattern, 3 moves to here, 4 moves here, 5 moves here. But what happens here is this one, sorry, this one, if you see, this goes over here. Next, this 2 also goes over here. Can you see a pattern is followed? Like we have to select this part, then this part. What we can do here is, first of all, let's take this 3 4 5 and try to put it over here. Well, let's first of all clear the basic logic. We'll take 3 4 5 and put it at the first part of the array. ARR of 0 1 and 2, we'll put this, and then we'll have 1 2 at last. Next we'll have 1 2. This method, whichever I'm teaching, is it's the brute force way of doing it. Okay, so how we can write the code for this is, what we can write here is, for code, let's do this part only. Int I is equals to d. Okay, I forgot how to find d also. I'll tell you later on. We also need one more thing which we need to do in d. A less than I plus plus. What we have to do is ARR of I minus t. What should it be equal to? ARR of I minus t means ARR of 0 in the output array here is equals to ARR of d, ARR of I. So yeah, why? Because here we are given I is equals to d. So we can say anything. ARR of I here, this one is equals to ARR of I minus t, which is at 0 here. Okay, this part is completed. So this code, what it will do is it will take the 3 4 and 5 element and it will put it in this block. Next, what we have to do is we have to take another for loop. For doing what? For taking 1 and 2, 1 and 2 from here and to put it at the last of the array. So it sub command to put 1 comma 2 the last of this array. What we will do is we'll take a for loop from I is equals to n minus t to I less than. We are taking n minus t over here because what we have to calculate over here is, if you see properly, we need this n minus t for putting my elements back from here, from 1 of like till here it's complete. Till here we have completed whatever what we had to do. Okay, after this, to write for these two blocks we have to take i's as n minus t. Okay, So let's continue. I less than and I plus plus. So now what we have to do is ARR of I is equals to, since I is equals to n minus t, if you can see ARR of I, which is the output of the array here, it should be equal to how much? ARR of uh, not ARR, it should be equal to temp. Okay, sorry, I forgot one more thing to mention. We also have to store this 1 and 2 in some place, right? So what we can do is, not writing the whole code, we have to use the for loop and write int temp and store the 1 and 2 in this. You can do, let's do it using the for loop. It's not for int I is equals to 0, I less than d of I is equals to AR of I. So what will it will store? It will store the temporary variable. So basically works in three parts majorly. So at last what we have to do is put this over here. So ARR of I, which will be equal to temp of, if you can see over here, we have temp starting from 0, right? Like if a int I is equals to 0, here we are given. So it will take 1 and 2, which will be stored in temp of 0 and temp of 1. So how can we write that over here? If you can think, what we can do here is we'll take another variable g. So what we'll take here is say int j is equals to 0 and error of I is equals to temp of j. Then we'll do j plus plus. Okay. So what it will do is it will take ARR of I from here. Uh, Sorry, it will take from temp of 0. Temp of 0, what was temp of 0 storing? It was storing 1. What it will do is it will put it over here in ARR of I. ARR of I is what? Basically n minus t. Then temp of 1 will be stored over here. So yeah, that's the full code for it. And this one is a brute force method. What it is? It's a brute force method due to which what happens is if we check the time complexity for this given function, given code, sorry, it will be big O of n due to this for loop, and then plus big O of n minus d, big O of n, big O of n minus t, sorry, big O, not big O of n, big O of t, due to this less than d, it will iterate till d, big O of n minus t, and plus big O of, so the time complexity for the given loop will be what? Big O of n plus t, which is okay, but not great. Also, the space complexity will be what? Big O of t, which is also okay, but not very good. So, if that was about it. Okay. Okay, also one more thing which I forgot to tell you over here is, suppose we are given d is equals to 9, but what we have here is the size of the given array is 7391. So size is only 4. How we have to solve it so that we can get it rotated by 9 elements? So what we have to do is, once we come to the last element, we have to go back again to the first element. So do you understand? Like here we are given 7 3 9 1. Okay, yeah. So the it should go like this. It is basically a, what you say, circular array. So how we have to find d is, we need to do d is equals to t t mod n. What this